I'm glad you could make it. If anybody who's interested in wanting to come up, there's a link at the top of the script channel. We're going to be talking about Bolo Machete survival kit as well as water purification systems. We have 5 different systems that we're going to be going over, as well as a Bolo Machete setup that I am still in the process of working on because it's not 100% ready yet, but it will be. But I was going to see what you guys thought about it, what you guys think I should do with it, anything to improve it. Right now, I am going to have to share out one more thing because I haven't done it yet. Give me a second here. I'm going to do. Okay, sorry. I had some things I want to say. Okay, there we go. I got this thing shared out best I could do for those people who want to see it come up. One of the things I have that I want to be talking about is my Bolo Machete. And it is something I picked up a while back at the Washoe County Flea Market. It is a 14.5-inch Brazilian-made Bolo Machete. And it is the brand name is Traumatina, and it's made in Brazil. It's not brand new, as you can see. It is sharp all the way up to about maybe right here. It is point heavy. It's very good drop point in weight. It does have a little bit of a gap right there, which is one of the things I'm going to be working on fixing that up with. So, that being said, I'm going to put this back in the sheath. We're going to be discussing the combination of this, what I have in it so far, and a proper water filtration system. I do have some things in here that should cover that technically, but it's not enough because I can't carry water with what I have. Now, generally, you can't carry much when you just have a blade on you, whether it's a Traumatina, whether it's a Mora, whatever knife you prefer, except don't do the Rambo one. As you can see, this is a Marbles 3-pouch system. This did originally have a knife sharpener in this bottom pouch. I have since changed that to allow for more versatility. Hopefully, if I can get some more, I got one person showing up in here right now. Whoever you are, say hey. Hopefully, if that's ground fog. This, as you can see, is really well with. It is a drop type sheath. I really, really like this one. I mean, yes, I understand that it's it's on my right hip, but at least I can cross row it if I need to. So those of you who know, I'm left-handed. But actually, I could do it this way and just draw it backwards because I'd rather have it like that. But let me see who's all in here. If you're in the chat, please let me know because I've got some other updates that I'm going to be doing pretty soon about my upcoming giveaway, which will be at the end of this video today, as well as a brief overview of what I've got in it. And on Thursday, you will learn how to enter it, and the drawing will be next Tuesday, 1 week from today. So I've got some things I got to go over, but hey Bulldogs, how you doing, brother? Nothing wrong with that. What's the other stream? I'm just curious. So I might want to set over there, at least set a like over there or something like that. And please forgive me about this freaking squeak. I can't figure out how to fix it. I don't have any. Ian used it all. I got some somewhere. It depends on where Ian put it. He has a tendency to borrow and not bring it back. Well, I'll find it after a bit. Now, Bulldogs, I'm not sure what you use for water filtration. I have 5 different systems I'm going to be going over. 6 if you want to count the last one, if you count one as not technically a system, but it is a water purification. Other than the standardized boil the hot water till, boil the crap out of it, let it cool down, then drink it. But as you can see, this right here does not offer that option with this because of the lack of a container. Where's my 3-in-1 oil?
Should be over here.
I don't. What's it doing over there?
That's where you put it.
I had it up here.
It was down there.
Okay. Well, I'm going to squeak. I can't get rid of it. I'm trying to figure out how to do it. I am not mechanically inclined, folks, so bear with me. I am simple, an Army medic and former Air Force guy who not very mechanically inclined. I'm better with people than I am anything else. Desert Living. I think I might be following them already, if I remember correctly. Let me see what I can do with here. I think I'm already following Desert Living because their name sounds very, very familiar. Yeah, I think I am following her. And I just started following her recently. I just give her a like. I'm following a couple people that I just. My friend Jim, he's getting ready to do Appalachian Trail hike, and he is a larger person like I used to be. So that is something I can understand and identify with. Now, I don't know what kind of, like I said, I don't know what kind of water filtration systems that you prefer or have available. I have 5 different systems right now, 6 if you want to count the last one, which is a little different. I got 6 different systems here. Well, 5. The 6th one's in here in the pouch. The first one we're going to be going over is the SeyChelle water filtration system. This one, I had the case to this one, but I lost it. But this one here even supposedly filters out radiation. So this one here, let me put this up where you can see it a little better, is the SeyChelle. I think that's how you pronounce it, or SeyChelle. This one's supposed to filter out water radiation. It's not put together, as you can see. It's brand new. Give me a second here. I'm trying to get it all together here. The second piece right there. And last but not least, the filter itself, which is very much like the Sawyer. Yeah, but this one here works really well. It's BPA free, as you can see. This is my wife's filters that I've got for her, and it has the. Let me see here. I'm not used to using this system, so bear with me. Tighten it down, and it does have a little pop-up valve, which is really cool, and a little lanyard. It tells you how to set up the system right there on the little deal. Remove the cap filter, fill it with water, whatever, like that. Yeah. Now, the second system is also a bottle system, which I just acquired fairly recently. And this one's a Water Basics. This is by Aqua. I'm not sure if you guys could read that, but yeah, you see Aqua. And one thing I like about this one, here's the house system. I don't have a house system where I'm at, unfortunately, but this is, I did see one recently, but I don't know how to set that up. Since we don't own the place, I didn't want to set something up. It comes in a simple water bottle system, similar to the first one, and it does have the instructions on how to set it up, what it filters out. Water only, no flavored drinks, no hot drinks, no, make sure you don't freeze. And when you open it up, as you can see, it is very much also like a Sawyer Mini. Now, what's great about this one filters about 100. Let's see, was it 125 or 225? I have to double check. I had it figured out once. I just didn't. Oh, filters up to 120 gallons per filter. And yes, I said per filter because it comes with a second filter in the box. I paid about $5 for this at Goodwill because they didn't know what to charge me. They had 3 other systems there, and when I went back to go get them, they were already gone. So if I'd have been smart, I would have bought them all at the same time. But this one will do 240 gallons, which is a lot of water for one person. But for Aqua, as you remember that name, that's going to be mentioned later. Oh, okay, I can understand now. I've been on well water before because we had to use salt for the salt. It was a water softener. I'm leaving that one in the bag as it is, in the box as it is, because I'm thinking I might be pairing that one with this system because that's what I have right now. Now, the next one, let's go with this one. It's a well-known name brand. It's the MSR XO, I believe. I didn't really get a full name on this one when I got it. I got this secondhand, but it came with all the attachments, including an extra filter and everything, and a kit to go along with it to do a maintenance kit. So if you give me a second here, I will open it, which, by the way, it does come with Colan water purification tablets. Also, it's a really good pump system. Give me a second. I'm trying to. Yeah, this is basically a pump system like that. Filters in there. I got everything shut off right now. And it comes with a platypus water bladder, cleaning brush, and instructions. I'll put everything back in each one before I bring the next one out because I want to make sure I don't mess it up. I like keeping track of whatever I can. But this is the Waterworks XX, I guess, water filter. I paid less than $50 for this one because I bought $50 for a huge box with stuff, which included a military tent, a bunch of other stuff. My boy got the tent. It's a Marine Corps tent and everything, and it worked out great for us. Got a bunch of water purification, which is really nice. Hey, where's our guy? How you doing? What did you miss? Okay. Connecticut. Okay. That's what I meant. Okay. That's cool. Good to know. I never had to deal with that one being in Iowa, but I know you're in California. So that's cool. Good to know. Learning experience every freaking time, which is nothing wrong with that. Ozark guy, I need to know what you missed. And I'll explain what I'm. Okay, nothing wrong with that. Good charcoal filter is always a good thing. Please forgive me here. I'm trying to figure out how to get all this thing in here. It's like trying to wrangle a slinky that doesn't want to bend in the right place. I haven't used this one, so I can't really. I don't have a lot of practice with it. Now I'll be going over the Bolo Machete setup in a second here, unless you guys want me to jump back to the Bolo Machetes and show you exactly what I'm working with there. But I've got two more water filtration systems, but I will say that the Waterworks X does come with a spare filter and cleaning kit, so that's always good to know to have. You still don't drink the water, and you still have filtered. You buy water and have it shipped in, huh? Have you had the water tested? My next system is in this bag. This one's more known than most. This is not the bag they come in. This is something I put it in. You should recognize this color right here. Most people should anyway. Good. Well, this one, as you can see, is a Sawyer Mini. And I really like this one for a quick and dirty, setup. As much as it says to do, I also still throw in a couple extra things. Water purification tablets. As you can see, I throw them in everywhere because you can never have too much. This, by the way, is not just. This is This is the purifier and neutralizer. So these are both part of the same system. That's very high. Now, the last one is my oldest water purification setup that I have, and it's one of my all-time favorites that I started when I started going backpacking before I started doing bushcraft and everything. And it comes from a really cool thing. Is my Katadyn hiker, and I don't have a spare filter for this one, but it is one of my favorite systems. It's fairly easy to use, and I have just plug and play pretty much. But I do have to replace the hose because the hose is kind of old because I have not used it in a while.
I'm shutting your door.
Okay.
And you're blinding me with this light.
Please forgive me. I do have a spare, apparently. Oh, I do have a spare. Ooh, I can understand that. So I do have a spare filter, water hose. So if I could figure out a way to make that hose last longer, I would, but a little scary to think of. But those are the main setups. And then I'm adding in the Colan water purification tablets, which are basically like Aqua setups. And I'm thinking something like this would be like one of the better systems. But I'm not sure would be a good combination with this because I want portability as well as versatility. Like I said, I carry this one in my regular backpack for my when I go backpacking. The one I carry in my everyday carry is my just like my get home bag. I use my Sawyer Mini with the water purification tablets, and for my bushcraft bag, I use my MSR. But this one here is my wife's water filter for her bag, her bug out bag. So everything is copacetic. Everybody has something. My boy is on his own. He's got his own systems. Now, I know a lot of people are very empathetic, or whatever the word is, excited about their own personal blades and stuff. I do carry a really nice Flissa, which I'll carry on my hip. This is going to be something I'm going to be wearing on, along the same hip. But the Tramontina Bolo Machete is not meant for chopping down trees. It's not meant for, it's for help clearing brush and processing wood to a point. But on this thing, I do have some things that I have set up. Is give me a second here. I got to separate things. First thing I'll say is I got me a little ferro rod. I do need to add a lanyard for this one, but I do not have one as of yet. Give me a second here. I have a little pill belt with some sail needles in it. And I think I got a little piece of fat wood in there too. Oh, I got a magnet and some fish hooks. Yeah, I got a magnet and some fish hooks. Little fishing kit in there. That's the first pouch. The second pouch has, since I replaced the big sharpening stone, I added a smaller one, as well as I should have changed. I got to change this out because this is the neutralizing stuff, not the dry stuff. So I got to change this particular stuff out. What I have in here. Yeah. That one alone. Let's grab this one here because I don't really need it. I'm going to throw, give me a second. Not that one. I got two of those in here, so I've got to figure which one's which. Yeah, I'm going to add these, swap this out for this. Now, this right here to me is a very well thought out system. I am going to be wrapping the handle for some extra cordage. I do have some, I've not done that yet because I have to figure out which cordage I want to use because I have several options in my area that I have available. I was considering going with this macrame cord, but it may be too thick. But I was also considering, give me a second here, I gotta reach way down deep for this one. That's not it. There it is. Something a little bit more simple. This string right here. Now, is it the high-end tensile strength? No. But it will work for what I intended to use it for, and that's just wrap my handle, protect my hand, as well as provide me with some extra cordage, which I'm planning on not doing right at this moment because that takes a little time. Now, this is just a little taste of the system. Now, I want to add, I got room for one more items in this bag right here. I know, not very big. Now, is this going to be the only thing I would be carrying? No. This is in case everything else gets left behind. I want to have this available to give me an edge if I lose my pack, I have this. It's on my side. I have a knife. I have ability to make fire. I have ability to purify water. So water and fire, two major things. Combustion container, got that. That's 2 of the 5 C's. Cordage. Once I add the wrapper to the thing, I will have that available. What else could a container controlling torch? Cover. I may consider putting in a small space blanket or something like that in here. Possibly. I don't know yet. Things. Crap! I forgot to put that back in there. Give me a second here. Trying to remember which bag that went to. I think it's this one. Leather shoestring would be nice, but they do have a tendency to rot if they get wet. That's one of the bad things about leather. I do have some cordage, which I use like this stuff right here. I use this on my quiver, and as you can see, it's fairly thick. It's not a paracord, mind you. It's just nylon string braided around another core. A saw string, I do, but not in this kit yet. But that probably be a good idea to throw in there too. I have once in my everyday carry bag, my get home bag, which is in the living room. I don't want to break it out right now, but I do have one. But I do have the ability to purify water as well as this, or I could forego this altogether and just stick with this, which I could throw in a pouch, pocket, whatever I got at my hand. And that'll give me more room alongside this when I put my stuff back together. Now this is, like I said, this is the Marbles Bolo Machete sheath. You can see it's got, this here is the empty pouch, which I'm still filling up. This is where I had my fill rod, my sharpener, and the water purification tablets. And this is where I had my fishing kit, extra duct tape, sewing needles, that kind of thing. And there's also a very mini net magnet if I want to make a little compass if I need to. And to be fair, this is not duct tape. This is Gorilla Tape, and it works just fine. Yeah, these are Colan water purification tablets. Give me a second, I can try and get that. It's just a backup. Hey, Wolvie, how you doing, brother? It's just like I said, it's just a backup. I mean, because you get a lot of things doesn't mean you get everything. But like I said, this here, 120 gallons per filter. Now, say something happens and your filter gets contaminated. Do you want to go use your secondary filter and get that contaminated, or try to use a backup and try to use these? So, I don't have a lot of stuff in here to boil water per se as a container, but this is the only container I may carry right now. Glad to hear it. I'm gonna put this back in here. Now, is this an ideal setup? Not yet, because I really do like this set, having this available. I still have room to add more. Now, modulations and, paring down to the bare minimum is going to be required. But this is not saying I don't have anything in my pockets or on my belt or whatever. But this is just this system here to have as a backup to the other systems I already carry. But this one here is mainly for heavier brush and defense if necessary. Because I'd rather carry this than a little Mora or a fillet knife or whatever. Now, will I be able to skin a fish with this? Probably not. But it will dispatch things if I need to. And I will, like I said, have other things that I will be carrying, not necessarily in this system. I do I'm going to end up adding cordage. Now, how much cordage I'm going to have, I don't know yet. Because that would require me lacing it all the way up, unlacing it, and then measuring it. And I'd rather not have to do it twice. But I will say that the needle I put in there is a sail needle, plenty strong enough to cover fix all my gear if necessary. I do have paracord I carry with me, but it's not in here at this time. Now, I do have some stuff that I added to the giveaway bug out bag, which I'm going to be doing a giveaway next Tuesday. Not today, but next Tuesday. You will be able to you'll find out on Thursday on how you enter. And all the people who do enter will be entered to win on Tuesday. I'd like to get some tarred bag line, but I can't find any here. I wish I could, but I can't. So I'm using whatever I can. I mean, like I said, I was going to plan on using this really heavy duty nylon macrame cord. Now, this stuff is beefy. Does it stretch if you need it to? Yeah, it does. Unfortunately, but if I want to add more cordage than just that, I go with this single one. Can't you tell what size bank line this is? This is bank line, untarred, as you can see. But this would allow me to put quite a bit of cordage in here, and it would, it would do the job. I just can't find tarred bank line in my area without having to order it. And that one didn't cost me anything, like less than $1. Hey, Scott, how you doing, brother? Oh, I can understand that. You want to come up? The link's at the top of the chat if you want to come up. Now, this is my Bolo Machete. I'll go over things again. If anybody's interested, please let me know if you do. I want to. So one of the things I will tell you about the Bolo Machete is that I acquired it. They're not that expensive, okay? On average, they're running less than $30, no matter where you pick them up. But this one here is a Tramontina brand. As you can see, made in Brazil. And it is fairly sharp. It's, as you can see, it's been, looks like it was sitting down on something like this. Is like here, it looks great on this side. But this side must the part that must have been left up, as you can see. So they must have had it sitting on a bench or something like that. And it got some surface rust, which they cleaned off. It is fairly sharp already, with the exception of the last inch and a half from the tip. It's not what you call super thick, as you can see, probably about a centimeter, if that. And it is full tang, though. The rivets seem fairly they are in set. Only issue that it would see is that it is in set here too. That's the reason why I want to wrap it. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen tarred bank line anywhere, Scott. And I do like the sound of this thing when but I'm not going to be playing with it too much because I'm afraid I'm going to cut myself if I'm not careful. But the sheath that I got, like I was explaining, I had to order this online, and this is a Marbles Bolo Machete sheath. I got it because of the extra pouches. This pouch here originally came with a sharpening stone, but I didn't like the sharpening stone too well, so I put in my own, which is why the small one's there. But that opened up space here for other things and things for here, which I went through with the needles, fishing kit, and duct tape in this kit here, as well as the ferro rod right here. And here it's got the water purification tablets and the sharpening stone. It leaves me with a little bit of room, probably about a little under 2.5, 2 3/4 inches by about maybe 3 inches or so of space to work with. Now, does that mean I can't strap something else to it somewhere else? No, but I don't know exactly what you would want to do or how you would want to go about it. But because this sheath doesn't go all the way down, it just stops about right here where the bow extends. Yeah, it is a decent brand. It is it's a Traumatina, and I have not heard anything bad about the brand. Okay, well, no one's up yet there, Wolfie, so I'm waiting. I got my coffee right here, still hot. And now I'll go over all this one more time. Also, I am going to go over something else that I acquired yesterday while I was out thrifting in Des Moines. I found something I think is really. How you doing, brother?
Doing good, Colin. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
That's good.
I mean, I think this setup is going to be a really good setup for, especially when you go away from camp and stuff like that. Because when you get stuff set up, you're going to go walking in the bush. You're going to go either looking for extra firewood. You're going to be looking for wild edibles, whatever it is that you need to finish setting up your camp. Stones for your fire pit if you need to do that, but you don't want to go unarmed, and you don't really want to be having your pistol at the ready if you don't have to. But something like this, we'll dispatch small, medium to small game if you needed to, or anything that's a little bit more detrimental to you than you really want to.
Yep.
I mean, you don't want to try to swing your axe and damage your axe, because once your axe is gone, that's it. But you can also use it for cutting down vines and things like that in your immediate vicinity or anything like that. But also, it does have a 90-degree spine on the back right here. And also, there's a 1-inch right here that you can use that little ferro rod to start fires with if you need to.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this does up my ferro rod count that I carry by a bunch. So for those people who know me, I carry multiple ferro rods with me at all times, but not all in the same place. I can understand that. Scott, there's nothing wrong with that. One thing I wanted to make sure I had is coffee. So I made sure I had my coffee. I was doing a lot of chores. I made supper, all that stuff. No punching the camera.
Sorry. Trying to fix my hat.
I'm sorry. You're just like me. You're ugly as me. So don't worry about it.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, I mean, to me, I think this is a good setup. You got water filtration that goes up to, you can have up to 240 gallons for one person. You put that in your pocket, you're good to go for a while, because you have access to fire, you have access to water. How you doing, brother? How you doing? Thank you for coming.
Hey, Gary.
Thank you for coming in, Gary. Yeah, this is the Bolo Machete that I acquired at the Watcher County Flea Market earlier this year. In August for $5, no less. Yes, it is not what you call a high-end custom-made machete. No, but I liked the look of it. The price, $5. Can't really beat that. Now, did it come with a sheath? No. But like I said before earlier, I am going to be. I did add a not a high-end sheath, but a good sheath for this particular setup, which allows me some options. You know, in here, like I said, I got my fishing kit. I got a sewing needle, got a magnet, got duct tape, as well as a ferro rod, water purification tablets, and a sharpening stone. But I still got to add some more stuff, and I also need to wrap the handle to help with hot spots and give me some extra cordage right along here. As you can see, that's a pretty significant little ridge right there that can cause some hot spots in the future. But the handle is pretty much comfortable other than that. Now, the water filters, I will go over one more time because some people may have missed it. I have 6 systems available, though I'm not sure if you want to call the 6th the system so much, because it's basically water purification tablets from Colan, the Purifier and the neutralizer. But the main systems that I have available, I'll start off with the bottle stuff first. And that was one of my latest ones, which is the Water Basics filtered water bottle with extra virus filter. This is by Aqua. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. You see Aqua right there.
Mm-hmm.
And this will filter per filter 120 gallons. For one person, that's not bad, but it comes with a spare filter so that you can double that. Now, one of the reasons why I added the water purification tablets to this pairing, which is what this is going to go with, is because once the bottle runs out of water filters or the filters go bad, you still need a way to purify water, and you can still be able to carry water. This will allow me to do that. Now, other filters that I do carry, which is ones that could have been another option, but this one here does have a water bladder with it, and this one is my Sawyer Mini. Doesn't hold as much, but filters the more water out. But it's very similar to the setup that the Aqua setup is. All the filters seem to look the same on that one. So the other bottle system that I have is actually not mine, it's my wife's. This is by SeyChelle. This one here filters out even radiation. Now, I've never heard of a system that did that before until now. So it is a very interesting system. I found I did have a box for it at one time that I misplaced it before I had to move. But there's the filter system. It's very similar to the Sawyer Minis, but it's fat, and it, like I said, it does filter out radiation. And it is a very simple system, nothing fancy to it. Now, this is my wife's water filter because she was, trying to be a little bit safer about this one. I don't mess with this one very often because this is hers, not mine. Dang, come on, this thing. Got to figure out a way to get this thing to seal properly without misthreading this thing. There we go. Oh, crap. No, there we go. Yeah, got it. But that one will filter out radiation. Don't ask me how it does it. So that's pretty cool for a handheld. It is. I kind of came across that one by accident. Don't ask me how. Now, two of the other systems that I have, this one was my first one, and that's my Katadyn hiker. When I first started backpacking and everything, I didn't know anything about water filters or anything like that. So I started just Googling the crap out of everything. And this came up, the first one that a lot of hikers used was the Katadyn, but this is the only one I could afford. So this is the first pump system that I ever acquired. And I've had this one for, 10 years now. So this is my oldest system. Now, the latest one I acquired is this one. But the one I got before that is this next one, which is a trusted system. And this is the MSR Waterworks X. I have two filters for it. This is ceramic filters. And I actually acquired this one in a Facebook Marketplace deal. I bought a box of backpacking gear, and this happened to be in it with an extra filter. So I got really lucky with that one. Now, a reason I would rather go with the machete setup with this one is because it does have the spare filter. And the fact is, once these two filters are gone, I do have the option of the water purification tablets to back up anything I need to do with this. I can still carry water because I don't have a water bladder, but at least allow me to process water and do that. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, a lot of my gear is really, really inexpensive there, Gary. It's like at least I think so. I bought a few things brand new, not very many. I mean, trust me, I don't buy a lot of brand new stuff if I can help it. But I want to add more to this little system. When I bought this, they ended up saying that afterwards that this was discontinued. Now, Marbles makes a lot of machete sheaths. This is simple nylon, nothing fancy, as you can see. It's single stitched. I wish it was double stitched, but it's not. But it does have a rivet right there and a rivet up here at the top. But I think that's just holding on, and it's cross stitched right there. It's kind of hard to see, but it is.
Hmm.
Now, what I plan to do is I want to take the Velcro off and add snaps instead. So I'm going to plan on, adding addition, to getting rid of this Velcro altogether and just putting two big snaps, one here and one here. That way I don't have to worry about it coming undone when I least want it to. Not that Velcro comes off easily, but it's been known to. Now, like I was saying earlier, this is just an addition to my everyday carry stuff that I will have on me, because this is going to be hanging from my belt. As you can see, it's a dangle sheath, and I don't have anything to wrap it around my leg to secure it to my leg to keep it from flopping around or anything like that. But that is something I need. Maybe some tie downs here if I can wrap it around my leg and tie it like the old school 6-shooter used to do with their gun holsters. Yep, that's what I was considering. I'm not sure exactly if I'm going to be able to do that really easily, but I do know that since I can take this thing out, this does spread open like this, so I can add the snaps here and here easier. I know it's kind of hard to see. I apologize. I'm just trying to figure out where I got an extra. Oh, I do. Give me a second. Please forgive me. Ta-da. There we go. Now you can see. Now, put a snap right through here. And on the strap itself, just replace this Velcro right there. It's not much, but it will work. Now, like I said, this is the Traumatina. It's not too heavy. It is point heavy because that's what it's made for chopping, but not, I wouldn't probably use it the process wood too much, but it's good for clearing brush, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some out there that are really good for felling trees.
Oh yeah, this could this do small trees, maybe like about that big or something like that? Yes.
Yeah.
Would I do that with a bigger tree? No. If I'm going to do that, I am going to pull. Give me a second here. I just pulled out my little hatchet or my boy's axe that I used to have, but before it got stolen. I used to have a really nice Colan's axe, but it was in my trailer when things got stolen.
Mm. Hey,
Yeah, I
Colin,
remember seeing that one, Gary.
Um,
Go ahead.
oh, sorry, I was reading something. Can you go back to that bottle you've got? I was trying to look it up.
The Coleman?
The Aqua Mirror.
Oh. This is the Water Basics. Let's see if there's a website here. Aquamirror.com.
All right, I'm gonna have to look that up and see if I can't find it.
Let me get myself bigger here.
Because
Give me a second.
Yeah.
Let me put my light back on too. We can see better. I'm using my phone as a light source because I didn't have another light quite available where I wanted it to. See if I can get the wrong side. There it is.
all right, I got the website pulled up.
Yeah, there it is.
Ooh, they have tack packs.
Yeah.
Or
It's
tack
not like
ribs.
a grill. No. It is more like the same style as a well, I'll show you. That's the filter right there. That's the backup filter. It's very in the same vein as a Sawyer Mini. This one filters out 120 gallons. According to this right here, it'll give me a second here. It's got 99% virus removal, bacteria removal, and cyst removal. It also eliminates chlorine, chemical, taste, and odor removal as well. So it comes with its own. Okay, you saw the backup filter. It comes with its own built-in filter already, and it's got the measurements on here, so you'll know how much water you have. I acquired this one, luckily, at Goodwill, the same Goodwill I acquire everything at. And for some reason, a lot of good things go through that place. And I just have to find it.
It would appear
Be well,
that
Gary.
they no longer carry the. See you, Gary. It would appear that they no longer carry the Water Basics.
Give me a second here. Let me see what I can find here.
Because I'm looking on their filter bottles, and I'm seeing the Shift bottle, the G2O water filtration bottle, and then the Survival straw. And that's it.
Okay, there's another website that does carry them.
Okay.
And It's a Mormon site. I think they just, yeah. I will give you the link to that one here
All right.
so you guys can check it out. You guys can check that out at your own leisure. Because this is out of Utah where this whole thing was made. So from the Church of Jesus Christ and the Latter-day Saints. So you can buy a newer version of this one here. This one's still brand new in the box. How it ended up at Goodwill, I have no idea. But when I did find it, I did see that there was 3 other ones. So it was a set of 4. And once I realized what I had, I went back to get the other 3 and they were gone. Just like that. Within less than an hour. So someone else spotted them too. So good find. I think it's going to be a good setup with this, with my machete setup as a backup. Like I said, if I leave encampment or whatever, if I'm all set up, and I have to say go down to the river to get something else or go back for something I dropped. I'm going to make sure I add the snaps on here like I was telling you. That was an upgrade. Add the cordage to the handle. I just, where's the, I just like the metal sound. Oops, sorry, got it upside down. I think, didn't I? There it goes. Yeah, but there you go. It's not much. The whole thing is less than $20 for this. The water purification tablets I acquired in the same kit I bought. I got my other water, my MSR. I had a bunch of water purification tablets in that box. So I just started to disperse them throughout my rest of my kits. And the thing is, it's, you know, it's a good thing to do. If anybody has any questions about what I have so far, feel free to ask questions. I have no issues. I also have another thing that I acquired as of yesterday that I was going to ring up. Now, I have one of my own. For those people who know me, I am former military, both Air Force and Army. And I was at I'm not sure if it's called a resale store or a thrift store or whatever you want to call it. It's called Stuffs. It's in Des Moines. And I was going through all the racks, sporting goods stuff, looking at different things. Came across a Columbia, not exactly windbreaker type setup. I was going to use it's very waterproof. I was going to use it for a rain jacket. And right next to it, a couple things down, was this. Doesn't look like much, does it? Until you realize when you turn around, this is a military poncho.
Mm-hmm.
When I looked at looking through it, and I tried to see, is there any damage to this thing? I wanted to make sure it wasn't a knockoff, whatever. I mean, it does have a little wear, like right there. But look at the grommets. And it's got the snaps. And and I checked the price. $6.50, 49 cents for a military poncho. Hand warmers, yeah. That's in my other kit, Bulldogs. I actually have. I prefer the old school hand warmers over the hot hands because I can reuse my old school ones. I just add more fuel to it, and it lasts longer than a hot hands does.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Howie, how you doing, brother? Now, I don't have one available right now because I got it packed away, but I have like 3 or 4 different ones. Oh, maybe I might have one here on my desk. I have to double check.
Hey, Allie.
Oh, I do.
Ooh.
It's out of the case. This is the old school ones. When I'm going through flea markets and stuff like that, I find stuff like this all the time. And now, is this one a fancy one? Nope. This one was made in Korea, but it does work. And I have to get me a new bag for it, though. That's the only thing it needs.
Yeah,
Well,
I've heard
put
about
a bag in there, Howie. We know you eat well. But like this, I do like these. I have used these when I'm out hunting because I can just reach in there, put my hands around that, warm my hands up. This one here, you put in lighter fluid. This part here comes off. Give me a second here. This pops off. It's just like a lighter, regular Zippo. You put this in, put this back on. Once the fuel's up here, then you let it sit for a little bit. Then you light this part here. Now, this does not flame up like a Zippo does. It kind of smolders. Okay. Now, once this lid is on, it usually sits in an appropriate sized bag that's not flammable, like no nylon or anything like that. It's got to be like a cotton or a canvas bag that you could put in your pocket, whether it's going to be inside breast pocket, inside your pants pocket, whatever. Somewhere where it'll keep you can feel the warmth without going overboard and burning yourself. These things do get warm after a while. Some of them average between 8 hours and 12 hours, depending on which brand you get. Now, this is a vintage one. I have not tested to see how long this one lasts. It could go as minimum as 6 hours, but 6 hours still beats a hot hands any day.
Yeah.
And a simple can of fuel. Give me a second here. I think I got some. Let me see. Where did I put it? Because I thought I had it. Well, I'm gonna have to get some more. I misplaced my Zippo fuel. Walmart's been selling the Zippo cans of fuel for Zippo lighters again in the camping section for fairly cheap. Just use Zippo fuel in that; it works great. Do not use the yellow cans of I can't remember what they're called, Rostons or whatever it is. They don't work. Yeah, that stuff sucks. It does not work as well as Zippo fuel. But use that in conjunction with this will keep you warm. Now, there's a good.
And Colan had an idea.
It fits.
Yep.
Now, would I keep that in here? No, because this is nylon, and the last thing you want to do is heat up nylon.
Yeah.
But once you have it in a bag, it wouldn't fit in there anyway. But that's an exact fit. But this is one of the skinnier ones. I have one of the bigger, heavy-duty ones, but I have it in a tiny little canvas pouch. Works great, but it just I guess got to figure out where I put the pouch for that one and my fuel. Right. I have no idea where I put my fuel. I may have to steal some of Ian's. But I know for a fact I cannot this gets really warm, not too unbearable warm, but just a steady heat.
Yeah.
And having one of these things, like say in your breast pocket or whatever, where you can just reach, or in your coat pocket where you can just reach down, put your hands in there, keep your hands warm. If you don't have a decent pair of gloves, that's the next best thing. As long as you keep a small can of lighter fluid with you, make sure it's not the Rostons kind. That stuff sucks. Like I said, it doesn't work very well. It's got a lot of impurities, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can find them, I don't think you can. You have very many. You would probably find down where your way, though. I'm sorry to say, because I'm sorry, Alabama doesn't need these that often. Doesn't mean it doesn't get cold. It just doesn't get cold
It's
like
been
it does here.
staying around the 30s and 40s here for the high.
Hey, Jason, how you doing, brother?
Hey, Jason, Pest Hunter. Yeah. Now, Colin, this is something I wanted to talk to you about because I found this.
Okay.
And again, this is the Roxxon.
Right.
This here is the Roxxon shears. Now, it comes with the knife, your shears, but it also comes with some bushcraft and stuff. It's got, let's see, it's got a file and ruler. It's got an awl, which I have been dying.
It's in all of you, right? I do like my puns, so bear with me here. I'm
Dang
old. Dad jokes. We have a
Yeah.
lot of dads in here, so deal.
I don't care. Dad jokes.
Oh, you
are
don't have.
fun.
Yeah, okay. You can lurk if you want to, Jason, but you don't have to. I would love. I value your input if you want to come up.
Oh, here
Jason's
we
got
go.
a lot of good deal ideas.
Here we go.
He's very smart.
I found the one I was looking for. So it's got all these different deals in here.
Now,
Right.
the only thing I foresee as an issue, in my book anyway, because that hand grip for the shears, what's padding it for your fingers? I see that the handle's got that on one side. What's the good on the other?
It's the same thing. It's basically a block. It's basically a piece of square stock.
Okay.
Yeah. At least I'm pretty sure it's square stock. No,
It doesn't look it.
One
That's what
side
I'm
of
saying,
it,
because
one side of it does have a cutout, but where it's cut is rounded.
well, it's until you actually feel it in your hands, it's kind of hard to judge. That's why I like doing hands-on tests with something before I buy it, because you can't judge something just because it looks pretty.
Yeah. Well, I've been doing watching a lot of the reviews on it.
Right.
And they are saying, and this is numerous people who are not sponsored by Roxxon. If they say we're sponsored by Roxxon, I click off of it and go watch something else. But they're saying that it's pretty comfortable and it's easy to use. But it's got a wire stripper and a wood chisel.
A lot of standard multi-tools do.
Really?
Yep. My Gerber suspension has all that.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I haven't seen any that had a chisel on them. I know that they've got the flathead screwdriver.
I don't want to go
seen
into my other room and grab my knife. It's sitting on my belt in the living room. For those people who are sorry, I'm a backtrack for half a second. For those people who are interested in the Zippo hand warmers, Walmart does carry a set of 2 portable hand warmers, reusable, for $12.04 for 2 of them.
Okay, note to self, get some.
I will put the link in the chat in a second here, as soon as I finish getting everything figured out where. There it is. I'm cutting the link down to where it can still work, but easier for me to paste it. It's still pretty long, but it still works. Now, Jason does know he has been all over the United States and Canada. So he's been a little everywhere, man. Saying song goes, But I do like your that you do like those kind of situations. I'm sorry for talking over you. I apologize for that. I'm not a big fan of rock salt, to be honest, but that's me. Because they have their fingers in a lot of different things, and they're not known for their high quality. Is all. That's my personal opinion. But if you have been experiencing otherwise, yeah.
Okay. I haven't actually heard of Roxxon before.
You've never heard of the Roxxon Corporation or anything, huh?
I hadn't heard of them.
Give me a second.
At least not that I'm aware of. Honestly, I just simply looked up modular pocket knives or multi-tools. And
no, there's no saying that they may not have something interesting. Don't get me wrong. I mean, that they might surprise you, but multi-tools mixed in with plastic, I've never seen the durability there.
Yeah, I mean, this is,
if it was all solid, one piece of all metal, that might be different, or even with a mixture of wood and metal, yes, but not plastic. I noticed that is plastic, and plastic breaks, and once it breaks, you can't replace it.
Nope.
Yeah, I know California considers a lot of things bad, but it's if they allow Zippo lighters, then they should allow these. They're Bulldog.
I need to keep my mouth shut about that.
Why is that?
Oh, I got a lot of things I could say about California.
I was stationed there for 2 years.
Oof, sorry.
But you don't know where. Monterey, California.
Okay, Monterey isn't that bad though.
No, it's actually quite pretty for a coastal town.
Yes, but they're also they're
no,
also
I wasn't there for language. I was there to do the orders.
Yeah.
But I did meet a lot of cool people there, and I got to backpack because where I was living in the dorms was right off a forest preserve where I can go backpacking every day. After I got done with my shift per day, I was allowed to go do what I want. Just put my gear on, hike up there, sit out there, watch the sunset, whatever. Watch the deer come down outside my window, and fume that I couldn't hunt them. Unfortunately, the adult ones were the size of dogs.
No.
Tiny little things. And they wouldn't let me have my bow in my room either, which really sucked. Yeah, they got mad when they found out I had my bow in my room. So, but on the other hand, I mean, there's going to be everybody's it's the military. They got to have their rules.
Yep.
I understand, Bulldogs. Like I said, I used to live in California for 2 years. But yes, I lived in Monterey, or I should say Seaside, for about 6 months. Because after that incident with my bow, I asked to move off post and lived in a room off post. I just think we tried not to talk about politics here, but I don't talk about politicians in general. I don't like them. Anywhere that people can have to make deals that affect the entire country and they don't have any repercussions, nope, not something I want to have to talk about right now. So, that being said, I do have some things I want to, I'm not going over it right now, but I do have to let people know that I am going to be doing my giveaway next Tuesday. And I'll be breaking out my bingo roller, the whole 9 yards. And I'll let people know how to enter this coming Thursday. And I'll go over everything that's going to be in it and everything else on Thursday. And all that other fun stuff and how you enter and who can enter. Yes, there's going to be a who you can enter, not just anyone. Because unfortunately, while I could love to be able to get tons of subscribers, I want people who are going to stay, not just click, subscribe, enter the win, then leave and never come back. Don't stay, don't talk, don't do whatever. So people who just come for the just try to win stuff, that doesn't do good for me in long term. But like you're good, Wolfie. You're good. You're here. You're actually participating. So that counts. So yeah, if you want to enter, you can, but I'll tell you how to do it on Thursday. So you don't get any advance warning. You don't get any favoritism, nothing. And it's going to be totally old school bingo roller style. So you're going to be assigned a bingo number. And if that number comes up, you win. That's how it's going to work. So unless I get more than 72 people or whatever, 75 people entered, which I highly doubt, I should have enough to cover everybody on next Tuesday. But I hope everybody will like it. So there's that. I will say that I will mention some things that are in there that I think is pretty cool. There is a Mora 511 bushcraft knife. Yes, that's the blade. It's a nice one. Bright red, but it's there. Bright red sheath and everything. So you're definitely not going to lose it easily. Notice I said lose it easily. Doesn't mean you can't. Just it's not going to be easy to lose if you drop it. But that's pretty much all I'm going to say for now. So Scott has a little bit of a preview because I talked to him about it yesterday on the phone. So, and he's got a good selection of stuff. He may not enter. So if he does, great. If he doesn't, I understand too. So, of the system that I showed you with my machete and my water filters and stuff, other than the cordage, which I am working on, what do you think I should add? Maybe a space blanket? Somebody said wire saw.
I would honestly skip the wire saw.
Skip the wire saw. Okay.
Skip the wire saw. If you're gonna go with a compactable saw, either go with a folding saw or go with a chainsaw.
Unfortunately, I don't think a chainsaw would fit in that little pouch.
No. So they have these, and sorry I have to keep muting. My phone is starting to do the echo thing again.
Make sure you shut off the volume on your YouTube chat side.
No, I just have a crap phone.
My wife's got a phone for sale, Bush, to let you know. Unfortunately, it's like that big. It's tiny. She ordered it online, and it's a tiny phone. Now, if I could do a full-on saw like that, I would. But I've got axes. I don't plan on, cutting down big, giant trees or anything like that. Can I process wood? Yes. Do I have, with most of my gear, whatever pack I choose for myself, is going to have enough cover for me and a couple other people to stay out of the rain, enough gear to start fires, have enough cordage to lash anything together, anything like that. I have all the C's covered and then some, and replicated in each bag. I mean, when I say I have cover, let's see it. Okay, how much do you know about tarps, Wolfie?
Quite
Not
a
very
bit.
much. Huh?
Quite a bit.
What's that say?
Ooh. That says ooh.
Guess how much I paid for this? Ooh.
$5, maybe 10.
Lower.
Really? Less than 5?
$3.95.
Ooh.
Okay.
You got lucky.
No, I got more than lucky because I got 9 sort of tarps, all the same kind. Not the same kind, but different brands, but 9 different tarps for the same price.
Oh.
Now, here's the thing. It's not just the tarps. They came complete with ropes, tensioners, and everything.
Oh, Colin, I need to get my butt up to Iowa.
Cookies? What kind
I'm
of
gonna
cookies
have
are
to
you
get
talking about? Yeah, you can post an invite if you want to. Ground folk, feel free. No, I have. I'm not sure if it's an ability or I'm extremely lucky or the universe is trying to tell me something. It's kind of I think of all or nothing type situation, because I find the most unique things in the weirdest places for the cheapest prices. Now, like I said, I found 9 different tarps, not just this kind, but other kinds too. I found hammocks. I found a Light Fighter 1 tent, $10. Well, $9.95 minus 20% because I had a military discount. I got for $12 because I had to buy them each piece separately. I got me my Big Agnes Copper Spur 2 tent, complete with footprint, everything, for under $12. It's a $500 plus tent. $400 tent for the Light Fighter one. Okay, give me a second here, Ground Fog. If you guys want to check out the chat for Ground Fog's Discord channel, I'm old as old can be there, Ground Fog, just to let you know. How do I do that? Oh, there you go. Had to verify myself on his channel real quick. I generally don't go to Discord.
Yeah. I used to use it for my gaming, but not anymore.
I'm already registered on there. I just haven't been on Discord in forever.
Oh. I don't even know if my account is still active.
I don't know if mine is still active or not. We're going to find out, though.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still active. I have to edit my
But-
profile like a billion times because, I mean,
Yeah.
I haven't used it in a couple of years.
Mm.
But that's neither here nor there. I'm already logged in, so I'm here.
Mm-hmm. But I was gonna say something.
Like I said, I mean, a lot of my gear. I mean, I've got me a what is it? A Pathfinder stainless steel water bottle, brand new, at the same Goodwill I get a lot of my gear for $2.95.
Yeah.
Stainless steel water bottle. The only thing I did is I went to their website and I bought 3 additional things to add to it. I bought the cup, the lid, and the little bottle holder, which made it a decent little kit. I got a military sleep system for $8. And I got various things here and there, but not all at the same place, but a lot of Goodwills, thrift shops, secondhand stores in the Midwest, which is really weird. I've only been to one military surplus store. Well, 2 technically. And I got my Army survival manual at the one Army surplus I've been to in the last 5 years. And the only thing I bought is hexamid tablets and a folding stove, which I sent to SD Mountain Man as a gift. So I got him a folding stove like my Sterno stove, but I gave him some hexamid tablets to go with that so he can actually cook with it.
Yeah, I need to get me one of them stoves.
They're not that hard to find, but get the original
Oh, I
ones,
know.
not the newfangled aluminum ones. You can tell the difference.
No. I want to get me a stainless steel one.
Mine's not stainless steel, I don't think. I think mine's old tin, but it's really heavy duty. I mean, I've actually put it together and I stood on it. Now, would I hop on it? No. But I could put my weight on it and lift my other foot up off the ground temporarily. But it held my weight. But it's good enough for when I use it in conjunction with my knockoff Trangia alcohol stove for use with whatever cook system I use, with exception of my cast iron skillet, which it doesn't work really well with cast iron. But I use cast iron with my MSR stove.
Yeah.
Which is my Whisper Light. And that was actually one of the most expensive stoves I've got. That cost me $70 or so. Scott technically picked it up for me. I paid him and he picked it up for me.
Yeah.
Scott, are you still here or did you fall asleep? He probably fell asleep because he was really tired. You could probably find it. The one I got him was bright orange because he has a tendency to put things down and forget where they're at.
Yeah.
So I got him a really nice, bright colored one. And just after he picked it up, he ended up getting another one from another friend of his. And he totally spaced out that I just bought him one, and his wife just brought it to him. I had to razz him about it. He did a whole review on that stove, but not the stove I got him a week earlier, which was really, not here.
Yeah.
I'm still going to give you a crap about that there, Scott, because you did a review about that stove, but not the one I got you with the hexamine tablets and everything.
Yeah.
Because those things aren't cheap. But his stove was like maybe $10, $11. But I bought it in Nebraska. I need to get some survival cord. I don't have any. Now, I would love to wrap my machete with survival cord and maybe add some more like right here for my hatchet.
Oh, yeah.
Not all the way down, but just right here. But I have like 3 hatchets. I've got 2 like that and a military one. The military one is actually my worst one. And I'm not sure if it was this one. I think it was this one. Yeah, this one here was actually originally had a fiberglass handle, which really sucked. So I cut it off and put a real handle on it. Now, I have other axes and stuff that I carry with that I just give me a second here. I'm trying to remember. Oh, here it is. I have not done any testing on this one yet, but I have a feeling it's going to fail me really, really quickly. And that's this one.
Yeah.
Because of this, the hollow handle.
Yeah, if that had a full tang handle on it, I would say that it would be really good.
If I could figure out a way to maybe epoxy inside it, get rid of this little holder altogether. Don't use the little butter knife saw thing. Yes, I call it a butter knife because that's what it looks like. It's a bread knife.
Yeah.
Just fill it up with solid of epoxy, let it solidify. Maybe it might be better.
Maybe.
Because when you have this thing out, I like the head and everything, but the rest of it sucks. Because you can't add a new handle to this. Not easily, anyway. So, what do you guys think? Should I just like fill it up with full of epoxy and let it harden? Who knows?
I don't know.
I got this from Timo, by the way.
God, is that okay? So no, that's not going to be a Gerber.
But I do like this right here. It's sharp.
Yeah.
It's got a decent head on there, but the shock will probably shatter this thing in no time.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing I like about this part here is actually pretty cool because it does come with a ferro rod with a whistle.
No, all right.
But unfortunately, it does have its one drawbacks too, because with a little vibration, this thing unscrews. Yes, as threads.
That ain't good.
No, I was thinking about putting some Loctite in there.
I would.
Because people, before anybody says, "Oh, that'll just ruin it," well, it's better than having it fall off when you're trying to start a fire.
Yeah. No kidding.
And I've got this is like be a last resort kind of thing for that one anyway, because I've got better ferro rods. And like I said, I told you I have a lot of ferro rods.
Yeah.
Not by choice. I didn't plan on it. It's just that I kept on acquiring them from people and other kits and things like that.
Yeah.
Then one day I decided to add up my ferro rods I had. I stopped counting at 15.
Yeah. Jeez, man. That's a lot of ferro rods.
Like I said, I stopped counting at 15. One, I got a set of them from Cliff from Foxit Outdoors as a gift. I got 2 sets technically. I gave another set to Ian, but I have separated that kit out that he gave me that I kept for myself. One I'm giving is part of the giveaway. It's a 6-inch long ferro rod, 1/2 inch wide, square, with lanyard hole. It's been sitting long enough; it's starting to deteriorate, but it's still got a lot of life left. So whoever wins it can still survive with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me show you, Bulldogs, about ferro rods. Yes, they can go bad. They oxidize unfortunately. And when they do oxidize, that means they pretty much go to powder. Let me see which pouch I put that in.
Now you can still get the powder to catch, but it's
Oh,
very
yeah, it's
difficult.
still, don't get me wrong, it still starts the fire. Still works. That's not the one. It's still, this kit will still have a flint and steel set that I'm adding to it. That's my preferred method. I'm sorry to say, stone and plain steel don't go bad easily.
No, they don't. Unless you got a cheap steel.
That's the water bottle. I'm just trying to remember which I put everything in different pouches. So I'm trying to remember where I put everything. Nope, that's not it.
That's interesting, Scott.
Hey, Big Mike. You're going to probably see some of the items from the giveaway. Just digging out here. Oh, here it is. See that?
Mm-hmm.
They will deteriorate if you're not careful.
Yep.
Which is why a lot of them, when you get them, are painted. Now, will this still spark? Yeah. Give me a second here. Switching hands because but you got a lot of surface to work with here.
Mm-hmm.
So, and yes, that is the
Now,
more
you're-
511. That's part of the giveaway.
Yep. Now, if you're talking about those smaller ones, they actually will deteriorate and just break.
Yep.
Those little 1/4 inch.
The little tiny ones, yeah.
Yeah. Once they start deteriorating, you have to throw those away
Well,
or
also,
crush them up.
one reason why I like using flint and steel over ferro rods is because if I drop mine in the water, it still works. Both,
Yeah.
I could pull the rock out of the water. I could pull my steel out of the water. Still works.
Mm-hmm.
With the exception of losing its partial temper, if I drop my steel in the fire, I could retrieve it. Still works.
Mm-hmm.
Stone fire doesn't affect it.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of thing. Nail polish or clear coat will definitely work.
Mm-hmm.
Charred punkwood is slept on, is kept as a kept. Yeah, I can see that. Punkwood.
Yeah,
Some people use chaga. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm allergic to all fungus mushroom stuff, so chaga's out as a fire starter for me. But I have plenty of both coconut husk. I have char cloth and some other stuff, and lots of magnesium.
Do you have any fat wood? Lighter pine. I'm talking about lighter pine.
Yep, a lot, immensely a lot. I got pieces going from that small all the way up to that big.
Good.
I've got that, and I also have access to birch bark. Not everybody has access to that.
Yeah, I don't have birch down here. Not very much.
Charcoal will definitely work if you're good if you're going solar. I do carry a Fresno lens with me wherever I go. Except for right now, it's in my wallet. So I'm in my sleep shorts. Don't have it on me right now. But a good Fresno lens. I also have a good magnifying glass I keep with my gear with my Hudson Bay survival tin, tobacco tin, comes with a really nice magnifying glass already. So it's to a point. I mean, I have to ingest it, Bulldogs. I have a mushroom allergy, I can't eat chocolate. A lot of people who make chocolate tea and things like that, I can't do that. Unfortunately, I'm also allergic to nuts, which means no pine nuts, no walnuts, no almonds, no acorns, none of that. It's a major food source I have to discount.
Now, does that include peanuts? Because technically they're
Yes.
not a nut.
It is. I know they're not. They're legume, but I still have issues. I don't. I don't understand how, but the doc said when I was in the service, when I had my allergic reaction, that I had always been allergic, but I had always had such a minor reaction in the past that I didn't notice it. But I used to eat mixed nuts by the canful, several cans a day when I was in the service.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was the ready available snack. You just grab it by the handfuls, just shovel it in.
Yeah. Yeah. This might be a stupid question. So, can you also not smoke with, nutwood? Like pecan?
Mm-mm.
Do you not cook with it?
Not pecan, no.
Oh, wow.
I don't have pecans here. It's Iowa. I don't have any near me.
Oh, I could have sworn Iowa had pecan trees.
We have walnuts.
Oh, you've only got the walnuts. Okay.
And acorns. But I don't know about pecans. I have to check because it doesn't mean that there's not here. I just never came across any. We do have. Give me a second.
Roscoe, don't bring those up.
We get walnuts, hazelnuts, and chestnuts, and hickory nuts. That's what I was trying to remember. Hickory was the other one I couldn't remember. Rocky Mountain oysters are something, they're everywhere, but I would not go there.
Yeah. I don't care to eat Rocky Mountain oysters. I know exactly what they are. No thanks.
You don't know what they are?
Oh, I know what they are.
Okay. They're a delicacy to some people, but not me.
Not me.
No. But wow, I do like clams, but not oysters. There you go. There's my answer. Now, there's nothing wrong with a good clam chowder, but white chowder, not red. I do have my standards.
Yeah.
The Longhorn Preserve. Oh, that's cool. Well, true, ground fog. True. But the thing is, if I'm allergic to it, it's not edible.
Yeah.
Now, I'm also allergic to penicillin, so it goes along with the mushroom thing. Gets all fungus.
Yep.
So.
Oh man, that means cheese is out. That sucks.
No, cheese is not. Blue cheese is. Because blue cheese has activated spores. That's why it's blue.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I can read other cheeses. I just can't do blue cheese.
There's something about blue cheese that I can't stand.
Well, that's activated. It's still active, and I can't have it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Anyways,
and no one could pay me enough to get near a Nürnberger. I don't care.
Oh, what?
Limburger cheese is a smelly cheese.
Oh God, no.
Hmm.
Oh no.
But you can't say I'm allergic to cheese because I'm not dairy. I'm not. I can still eat dairy, but
It was just a joke, Colin.
yeah, that's fine because I love grilled cheese. It's one of my
Well, I know
favorites,
you do.
and I expect to see a grilled cheese video from you soon. You owe me one.
Can I at least get a place first?
When I was homeless, I still made grilled cheese. Why? Because it's quick and easy to make.
Fair enough, but I can't find anywhere around here where I can start a fire.
Plain and simple. Even with when I did my little alcohol stroke transient, I did it. I had a minivan. I'd open up
Yeah,
the back of the minivan, open the last little part of the bumper area. Boom.
that's not my problem. My problem is it's too wet, it's too windy, and it's too cold.
That's why you need one of those little sterno stove like I got because it acts like a windbreak. Or you can make your own windbreak with a metal deal like I have with my MSR kit.
Well, don't get me wrong. I've made a paint can stove. I just won't use a paint can anymore. I'll use one of those big 1 pound
Coffee cans.
no, not the coffee can, the vegetable can.
Paint cans are actually better because of the lids, to be fair, but you can buy the
Yeah.
cans empty without lid. You can buy them no
True.
printing on it or anything else. You can buy them that way.
Yeah, that's true. And if I were to make another one, that's how I would do it.
And
But
you
I would
can use
actually
it.
buy two of
Okay,
them.
just to let you know, you can use it. Put in one of those cans like that. Put a roll of toilet paper in there with some alcohol, and then you got yourself an alcohol stove and a heat source as well if you want to go that route. But I would
Yeah.
not go too far on that. But I would add a grate over that, and I will show you one if you're interested. Well, here, give me a second. No, I'm just gonna try to remember where I put it because I actually have two of these, and they're great to have. No pun intended.
Did 'em.
Because you're gonna love this when I show it to you. Because I got this off of Temu.
Ooh. Oh yeah, one of those.
This one here is not junk. People says Temu has junk. This is not junk. This is solid. Here's the thing that's great with this. No pun intended again. Anytime I say the word great, don't mess, it's not intended. You can hang it upside down if you need to cook on it that way. Right?
Yeah.
And using my coffee cup as an example, if this was that stove we were discussing,
Mm-hmm.
you can go over the top
Yeah.
like that. Now, I use this one in conjunction with my wood gas stove, but I do one thing. Give me a second here. Oh, goodness. Because it is a little bit adjustable there. You can see it's got two holes.
Mm-hmm.
But you can take them off and then place it directly on the brackets for your like a wood gas stove.
Yeah.
That way it gives you a little bit better surface to cook on. Because a lot of the times when they have the little arms that flip out on the wood gas stoves, it doesn't hold coffee cups, pots, pans, whatever. Something like this, which is wire, heavy duty wire. I don't know who made this one because when I went back to get more of these things, I couldn't find one. This thing is welded really, really well. And it holds up the heat really well. And it's adjustable, totally adjustable. Like I said, it can be moved from here to here, or you can hang it upside down.
Mm-hmm.
And this thing is not cheap metal either. Because it takes a little bit of strength to get it back on and stuff. And it just folds up just like that. It is a little bit of
Yeah.
a weight, but I've got a bag to put it in. But yeah, you should have something like this to go along, because you can use it just as it is with just throwing twigs under it if you want to do as a twig stove.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Well,
got options.
yeah. Well, as
Bulk food cans are a really good idea if you can afford them. Got to remember, a lot of people are on budgets, Ground Fog.
well, yeah, and that's what I was talking about. Those bulk, the large cans
Yeah, like sort of
for the
like Mountain
veggies.
House and stuff like that.
No, not the Mountain House necessarily. I'm talking about the fresh vegetables or the like
A
your
really good one
Green
would probably
Giant.
be okay. If you're going to use something like that, you're going to be careful because some of them are lined on the inside with
Yeah,
plastic, sort of like the Danny Moore beef stew cans. While they're big
yeah,
enough, they're plastic lined to help protect the
correct.
food. So you would have to burn that off potentially before you even get
Mhm.
anywhere near it to do anything else.
Yeah,
Thank you. And like I said, I
and
got it off of Temu, really, really cheap. Do they still have them? I don't know. I'd have to look. Um, Give me a second here. Let me see if they do.
but yeah, I could get one of those, or as Colin, you did say, I could get a paint can that has no paint in it, like has never been used for paint, and I can use one of them as well. And I can always poke holes in a lid. That's not an issue. But on that same token, you know, we've been talking about stoves, and just so that everybody knows, Amazon does have, and even Temu has them, these little 16-inch stoves that you can collapse. They just pop together, basically like Legos. And they are great stoves as well, or little fire pits. You know, I've had one a long time ago. I don't know whatever happened to it, but I got it from Walmart, I want to say. Or maybe it was Sam's Club. I don't know. But they're great little stoves or fire pits.
Right. Now, I
You
have
know,
a couple of ones that they might could be considered fire pits. I got one right up here. Give me a second. Which is very similar to what I was telling you about as a wood gas stove. I paid $20 for this at a yard sale. This is the heavy duty bottom version, but it's a lot like the one I carry with me in my bushcraft bag is collapsible, more collapsible than this one.
yeah,
Now this one here is just a little fire pit because it doesn't have the grate or anything like that.
right.
And this is the little heat shield, and that's pretty much it. It's got the heat exchanger, all that stuff. You
Colin,
probably sell this. You sell these at Walmart or something like that. But
yeah. What I'm talking about is more like this.
give me a second here. My screen just went weird. Oh, those things. I'm not a big fan of those.
I'm not either. I mean, they work. They do work. You know, but they're a hassle to deal with.
Well, these are like the one I got right here. It's like the ones they sell them in the camping section in Walmart, like the little solo stoves.
Yeah.
And it works, but it needs a grate or something to hold up the food and stuff like that. Hey, how you doing, Roscoe? I don't have a Kelty kettle because I haven't been able to find one I can afford yet.
Honestly, Colin, Kelly kettles are junk.
It depends
Unless
on what
you,
you're using it for. Everybody has.
I mean,
If you have issues with it, that's great. That's understandable. Not everybody does. Give me
Yeah.
a second here. I'm trying to. What the hell? I just tried to sign
Don't
in a
ask
Timo and
me.
it wouldn't let me do that.
Oh, weird. Yeah, really don't like ask me.
It says the items are gone. It's like, give me a second. I'm going to try doing something here. I'm opening up a separate browser just to see what I can do with this one. It's been a while since
All
I've
right.
used. If it works, awesome. If it doesn't, we'll know. Ooh, that's interesting. My network connection is weird.
Hmm.
I may have to pay my internet bill.
Oops.
Yeah. But I'm not disconnected yet, so I don't know.
That's weird.
It is weird. Oh, okay. I got it on my phone. I can use my phone. Uh,
But no, I'll get my grilled cheese video done.
okay.
Don't you worry about that now.
Okay, I need somebody to do me a favor. If anybody can get on Temu, besides me, I can't even get it on my phone. And I'm not using my internet. I'm using my phone internet, not. And I've got the app on
Hang
my
on a
phone.
minute. Cause I got my Temu up. Yeah, Colin, mine's saying that internet's too slow.
So
And I
yeah,
know my bill's paid up.
yeah. So it's not me. It's Temu. It's got to be.
Yeah, Temu's down.
Temu's down. Yeah, I'm just trying to find it, and I can't even find it what it looks like anymore. But I could probably take a picture of it and see if I can do a picture search. But no, I don't set for Wi-Fi calling because I don't do Wi-Fi calling. Bulldogs, it's just not my cup of tea. Welcome back. What happened?
Well, all right, then. I don't know. One second I was here, and the next second I was in the basement.
Oh, Amazon's got them.
All right.
And it's currently unavailable, but there's another one. Another one's called Camping Moon. Camping Moon has it for.
Yep.
Let's see if I can find the price tag on this one. Yeah, $20. That's not too bad.
Well, yeah. Well, Vivor has one that's similar to it. That's the same price but bigger.
Well, the thing is, you don't really need bigger.
No, you really don't. Not unless you've got a wide fire.
I mean, literally, if it's just you and your bushcraft or bug out bag, you need just enough to cook on.
Yeah.
Now, you can cook on this. You can hang this if you need to. Like I said, with a couple sticks or whatever, couple strings, you can hang it upside down, still cook on it.
Yeah.
It gives you all this space right here, and it gives you a lip to hold your stuff in, keep it from falling off. But if you need it to go the other way because your pot's bigger than this, you put it on this way. Still gives you the solid surface you need, and you can still cook under here this way, whatever. But it's just weird that Temu's completely down. So
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
I have no idea. Maybe somebody decided to hack it.
Maybe, I don't know. Now, see, for me, Colin, one reason why I like to take and use the longer ones, the longer grills, is because I prefer to have not just a cooking space, but also I like to make sure that I have enough space so that I can, at the same time, be boiling water. Now, whether that's just simply taking and boiling the water to have purified water or clean water, or so that I can have coffee.
Okay.
I drink the daylight. Ooh.
Give me a second.
Look.
But wait, there's more, as the saying goes. I'm going to show you 3 things that I'm going to be, that I carry in my bushcraft bag that I'm going to be I carry around with me. This is the first one.
Oh yeah, tripod.
You recognize what this is?
Not right offhand.
Give me a second. I'll make it bigger for you can see it. Okay. It doesn't look like much right now.
Yeah.
But give me a second here. Yeah.
Oh, a hanger.
I can adjust it.
Yep.
Now, this one here does need to be, I'm going to have a friend of mine adjust it a bit because this piece here is a little far out. Because I need to have it straightened out, then rebent. So, because I can't use this last one because the angle's too high. There's nothing to hook it on. And also have him hook this just a little bit,
Yeah.
But other than that, I can hang it, whatever pot I have on here, doesn't matter what weight it is. Or if it does that, you can do that too. That's another reason why I want to, heat this up, bend it a little bit, give it a little bit of an edge. Because this side here is perfect.
Yeah.
But this side that part just needs to be smaller, shorter.
Yeah.
But this is one of my other finds. This is a Trangia, by the way.
Hey, them Trangias are good.
Yep. But I didn't know Trangia made tea kettles.
I didn't either. I knew they made pots and pans.
I knew they made Trangia made little stoves, but that's it. But this is a 0.6 liter Trangia, and this is the second kettle I have. You can see it's aluminum, nothing too fancy, but in a pinch, especially my bushcraft bag, that's all you really need for a lot of the stuff I use it for. I can use it for boiling
Right.
water, for purifying water if I need to. Coffee, definitely. Now, I'm not saying I'm making coffee in that. I'm boiling water to put somewhere else to make coffee, because that thing's going to be used for nothing but hot water.
Yeah.
Because I've got coffee I can put in my cups, then I can just have it that way. I always have
Yeah.
coffee.
Yeah, until I can figure out a way to dehydrate my own coffee, I'm kind of stuck to
Well, you can grind your
ground.
own if you need to. I have electric grinders, but I don't like using them that much because I can't control how fine the grind is
Yeah.
like I want to. And I haven't been able to find a decent hand crank one that is durable.
I think it's Cold Steel has one.
I have not seen one. I do have a flat file I could use, Roscoe, and everything else. And I do have a torch that I can to bend this down a little bit. I'd heat this up and use a pair of pliers to kink it down. But I have a friend of mine who's a blacksmith. I could have him straighten this out and to make it more, just basically bring it all the way up to right here. Just fold it all, straighten it out completely, and then just bend this piece here, right there.
Yeah.
Now, it would not affect any of the other holes, but it would bring it down an extra inch.
Mm-hmm.
And then all this needs to do is be heated up right here and just made more of a check mark than a 90-degree angle. But
Yeah,
this part here
I
is
agree.
perfect. I like this, but it doesn't work really well with the rest of it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could go the other direction and try to do it that way, but you can't hook it up, as you can see.
Yeah.
But
Don't hook
like I said,
yourself.
I know quite a few blacksmiths. I can get that straightened out in no time.
Yeah.
But that's fairly decent steel, as you can see. And the guy made one because he saw one online and decided to see what he can do. For our first attempt, this part here is perfect. I have no issues with this, except for that little tiny little deal. But that's because this is kinked out so far. But I bet if this was a little bit back this way a lot, that would not even be an issue.
Yeah.
Because it would just sit there, just like that. Because it'd be straight down. That's the only thing it's not doing. Well, I do have a file. I have several. But
Well,
once you have decent weight on here, though, it doesn't go anywhere anyway.
yeah.
But I will say that. Go ahead.
No. I was just gonna say, 8 o'clock comes early, guys, so I'm gonna have to get off of here.
Okay. I am going to check.
Y'all
I'm checking
take.
something.
All right.
I'm checking to see if this thing will fit in here. Well,
All
not
right.
quite. Not
Hmm.
quite, but I'm hoping. Yeah, that'll help me keep it intact.
Nice.
But be well,
Good.
Wolfie. Thank you for coming up.
You're welcome. Y'all take it easy.
You take it easy too.
Be safe out there.
I'll do. Keep warm if you can.
I am. All right, y'all. Good night.
Night, brother. Now, folks, you guys know that I went through the Bolo Machete setup. If you guys want to know more about that or the water filter systems that I've got going on, as well as the water purification tablets, which is the Colan brand, by the way. It's the water purification tablets and the neutralizer. I have 5 different filters with the sixth one technically being the Colan water purification tablets. Now, everybody has their own preferences of what they like to use. Yes, we could just do straight up bullying, but it doesn't do anything about, in this case, radiation. Some of the others do virus. Most of them will do viruses, but not all of them. So, any questions, any suggestions, any ideas? I will remind people that I do have a giveaway coming up next Tuesday. I will inform everybody on how to enter this coming Thursday. I will be doing the giveaway 1 week from today at the end of the day, and it'll be a bingo. It's a bingo called game, folks, because I will assign each entry a bingo number, and I will let you guys know what your bingo number is on Tuesday of next week when you come in. Well, thank you for coming in, Scott, and tell Chris I said hi. Yes, folks, I am still drinking coffee. Bingo, bingo, bingo. Yep. And Scott, you really need to get yourself some hand warmers if you don't have any of those. Zippo hand warmers, folks. They're for $20 for two at Walmart. Sorry, 12 for 12. Two of them for 12 at Walmart. They work really well. The chemical one, the liquid ones, fueled ones, not the electric ones. Well, I can understand they could be used as backup battery banks. I'd rather just stick with my regular battery banks that I always use. Chat later, brother. Now, I really hope there's going to be a lot of people going to be joining me next week, or even Thursday and stuff, where you can find out how to enter. It's not going to be the most comprehensive kit, but it will be, I believe, decent. You've seen a little bit of the items that I'm going to be giving away just by looking at some of the items I was digging out of that bag. But it will have a ferro rod. It will have a knife. And a few other choice items. You'll have more than one way of starting a fire. You have more than one way of storing water, or carrying water, and cooking. So you got pretty much, you have cordage, container, carry. So what else was it? Cordage, whatever the 5 C's are. You got it. It's in there. Be well, Bulldogs. Thank you for coming, brother. I'm thinking I was going to end it in about 15 minutes anyway. So let me do one more thing here. I'm going to check something. Yeah, cutting tool, combustion device, cover, container, and cordage. I got all that covered in there. It has a little bit more than that, but those people whoever wins it will find out when they get it. So if you're still here, please, I see 5 people still up here. Please let me know. By putting a 1 in the chat. That way, if you guys want to ask me some questions, please feel free. I am willing to answer any and all questions within reason. So please let me know what you guys thought about. Like, do you have any questions about my machete and the setups that I have for that, or my different water filters, which I have, like I said, 5 different versions, and some of them are going to be really interesting to see how they turn out. Now, with the Bolo Machete, it is, like I said, it's more for brush removal and small branches and stuff like that, not for felling trees. It's not an axe, plain and simple. No kittens. Ralph, do you have any more questions? Because I did pull up your Discord channel, and I mean, I haven't really said much. I don't use Discord very often. I have in the past. I just haven't done it in a while. It's just been a while since I've done anything with my channel, to be fair. Yep, that is because I do have a. Give me a second here. I have a. This is a Trangia 0.6 liter kettle, but I was going to. Missing here. I do have a mini camping tripod that I could use with conjunction with my little grate here and my kettle and other stuff. So that way, if I need to cook or anything like that, I'll have that access to that. And I do have, this is some things I have to work on personally to get it a little bit more functional. Signed up to Discord, don't know why. Let's see here. I'm just trying to figure out. I have, like I said, I have not used my Discord in years. I signed up for it forever ago. And yeah. But this, like I said, the simple tripod thing is, while a little bit of weight will definitely help with both cooking and boiling water and the like in any situation. That in conjunction with my kettle and other stuff, I use so I could have access to food. I do have some other options that I plan on doing shortly, but I haven't done it yet. But yeah. Those are cool. I do have a military poncho. Well, this is my son's right here, but mine's, my boy has his. I have mine. But generally, I carry a Light Fighter 1 with me, as well as a tarp. This one actually in my kit, my Z-Packs kit tarp. I also have some sleeping bags, some pads, and some other choice items, just in case I need it. I carry contingencies. As much as I really, really want to keep going, I am going to have to end it about 10 minutes early because I have to go to the bathroom. And I figured I don't know how long I'm going to be in there. So I'm going to right now end it at 9:21. Yep, I carry pack covers too. Contractor bags work great. Do not rely on the Walmart brand pack covers unless you really plan on re-waterproofing them to the nth degree, because you can't guarantee something's going to stay waterproof. Okay, yeah, I understand. Be well, folks. Thank you all for coming. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to stop in on Thursday to find out more about how do you enter for the giveaway. You'll find out what's in the bag, what's going to be given away, and everything else, and who's allowed to enter. I do have some restrictions, but if you were interested in getting it, let me know on Thursday. Be well, be safe. I love you all. I'm out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.